The train-test split is crucial in machine learning. It involves dividing your dataset into training and testing subsets. This ensures models generalize well to new data, preventing overfitting. Typically, 70–80% of data is used for training, while 20–30% is reserved for testing. This balance is key for robust model validation. Data collection involves gathering a complete dataset with features and labels. Next, determine the optimal train-test split ratio based on data size. Train your model exclusively on the training subset. Finally, evaluate its performance on unseen data to measure generalization. This ensures models perform well on new examples, not just memorized data. Without a proper train-test split, models risk memorizing training data, leading to overfitting and misleading performance metrics. This results in production failures and no true generalization assessment. With a train-test split, we gain realistic performance estimates, early overfitting detection, and confidence in production deployment, ensuring validated generalization capability. Overfitting happens when a model memorizes training data, capturing noise instead of patterns. This results in great training performance, but poor generalization. It's like acing practice questions without understanding concepts. The test set serves as a final exam, showing if the model learned generalizable patterns or just memorized examples. The 80–20 split is standard for training and testing data, ensuring models learn effectively while being evaluated on unseen data. For smaller datasets, a 70–30 split may be necessary to provide enough training examples. Conversely, with large datasets, a 90–10 split can suffice, maintaining statistical significance with fewer test samples. The scikit-learn library's train-test split function is essential for dataset partitioning, maintaining synchronization between features and labels. By setting random state 42, we ensure reproducibility, crucial for consistent model comparisons and debugging. This example demonstrates splitting a sample dataset into training and test sets, preserving input-output correspondence. The random state parameter ensures reproducibility by generating the same data split across runs, crucial for consistent model comparison and debugging. It allows team members to replicate results, facilitating collaboration. By setting random state 42, you seed the random number generator, ensuring identical splits. In production, varying random states can test model stability across different data partitions. Stratified splitting is crucial for imbalanced datasets, like those in fraud detection or disease diagnosis. Using train-test split with Stratify ensures both training and test sets maintain the original class distribution, such as a 95:5 ratio. This method prevents skewed evaluation metrics by guaranteeing representative samples in each subset. Stratification addresses the issue of random splits potentially excluding minority cases from the test set, leading to unreliable performance metrics. By ensuring proportional distribution, both training and test sets represent the full population, allowing for reliable evaluation metrics and proper assessment of minority class handling. Think of it as creating a miniature representation of the full dataset. The shuffle parameter in train-test split is crucial for maintaining data integrity. For time series data, set shuffle false to preserve temporal order, ensuring training data precedes test data. This is vital for stock prices or sensor data, where chronological relationships matter. For regular datasets, shuffling prevents bias from inherent ordering, ensuring a balanced split. Time series data demands careful handling to prevent future data leakage into training. Use chronologically ordered data for evaluation, simulating real-world predictions, while train-test split with shuffle. False suffices for basic cases. Advanced methods like rolling window validation or time series cross-validation better mimic deployment scenarios, ensuring robust model performance. Avoid splitting data after pre-processing to prevent test set leakage. Ensure test sets are large enough for statistical power, too small, and results are unreliable. Repeated evaluations on the test set compromise its integrity, necessitating a new holdout for genuine assessment. Guard against data leakage by avoiding future-derived features without proper cross-validation. The golden rule in data pre-processing is to split your data first, then pre-process. Use train-test split to divide your dataset. Fit transformations like standard scalar only on the training data, then apply them to the test data. This ensures no data leakage, simulating real-world scenarios where test data remains unseen during training. A train validation test split is crucial for robust model development. Allocate 60-70% for training, 10-20% for validation, and 10-20% for testing. The validation set aids in hyperparameter tuning and model selection, while the test set remains untouched until final evaluation, ensuring unbiased performance assessment and preventing overfitting. Implementing a three-way split involves 2 train-test split calls. Initially, separate the test set. Next, divide the remaining data into training and validation sets. This ensures 60% for training, 20% for validation, and 20% for testing. The math confirms 0.25 of the remaining 80% equals 20% of the total dataset. Cross-validation enhances model evaluation by splitting data into K parts, training K times with different test folds. This method averages performance metrics across all evaluations, reducing variance from a single split. Despite being computationally intensive, it offers robust estimates, especially with limited data. Commonly, 5-fold or 10-fold cross-validation is used for reliable results. Using scikit-learn's cross-val score, we automate cross-validation, initialize a logistic regression model, then perform 5-fold cross-validation. This yields fold scores like 0.85, 0.87, 0.83, 0.86, 0.84, with a mean accuracy of 0.850 and a standard deviation of 0.015, indicating consistent model performance across data subsets. Choosing the right validation method is crucial. Simple train test splits suit large datasets and quick experiments. Train val test splits are ideal for hyperparameter tuning and production systems. Cross-validation is preferred for limited data and robust estimates. Your choice hinges on dataset size, computational resources, and project needs. After splitting, ensure train and test sets share similar distributions. Check class balance and feature statistics. Large discrepancies suggest issues with your split or data, potentially leading to unreliable evaluations. This validation step is crucial to catch problems early, ensuring your test set accurately represents the training data before model development. In this real-world example, we use a stratified split to handle imbalanced classes in a customer churn dataset. A random forest classifier is trained with a consistent random state, ensuring reproducibility. Evaluation is performed once on the test set, following best practices to avoid overfitting and ensure reliable model performance. Data leakage occurs when external information influences model training, leading to inflated performance metrics. Common sources include using future data, pre-processing before splitting, and target-derived features. This results in models that perform well in development but fail in production. Always split data first, pre-process second, and scrutinize features that seem exceptionally effective. Statistical significance hinges on sample size. With fewer than 30 test samples, random variation overshadows meaningful insights. Aim for hundreds or thousands for reliable evaluation. Ensure your test set includes enough examples of each class, especially rare ones, to draw meaningful conclusions about model performance. Group-aware splitting is crucial when dealing with grouped data, like patient records. Using Group Shuffle Split from Sclearn, we ensure all records from a single patient remain in either the train or test set, preventing data leakage. This method maintains the integrity of model evaluation by avoiding patient-specific pattern learning during testing. In the development phase, employ a train validation test split for model tuning. After validation, retrain using combined train and validation data to enhance performance. Confirm the model's efficacy with a single evaluation on the test set. Post-deployment, continuously monitor real-world performance to identify distribution drift and update the model as needed. Always split data before pre-processing to avoid leakage. Fit transformations on training data only. Use stratification for imbalanced data to maintain class proportions. For time series, respect temporal order by training on past data and testing on future data. Preserve test set sanctity by evaluating it only once after finalizing development decisions.